Hey, well, good morning, Cole Canyon Coyotes. Welcome to our Friday flag video. We appreciate you all tuning in each week. Let's, as we always do, begin our Friday flag videos with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Hey, guys and girls, each year we send a few fifth graders over to Thompson Middle School to run in the annual Turkey Trot event. And our athletes do well every year. Best of luck to those who will represent the Cole Canyon Coyotes. Thank you, Ms. Hemrick, for organizing that and getting those kiddos over there. We appreciate it. It is such a great season of Thanksgiving. Thank you for all that you do out there to be a hero on this campus during this Thanksgiving season. Actually, we don't even need a Thanksgiving season to do that. We should be doing that 180 days out of the year. So the Kafudi rule, it's a good one. Do I need to say more? Really, I had this reminder last time. You know, keeping all hands, feet, and objects to yourself is super important at all times on the playground, in the classroom. Remember that we want to encourage kids. We want to encourage our friends. And when we do these things where they're unwanted touching that violates that Kafudi rule, it's not okay. And students who are subject to doing that are subject to consequences. So please do your part to be a hero and be encouraging and helpful, of course, and respectful with your hands and feet and other objects. Thank you for doing your part to comply to this important safety expectation. Whether you're a TK student, kindergarten, first, second, third, or fifth, it's important to adhere to the Kafudi rule. Now here's Mrs. Lane with a few reminders for you.
Good morning, Coyotes. I know that we are all ready for our break next week. And as we get ready for Thanksgiving, I want to remind you about why it's important for us to be thankful for everything that we do have. Thanksgiving is a special time to think about all the good things in our lives, like our families and our friends, and yes, school. It's a time to say thank you for the love and the care that we receive every single day. Being thankful helps us to feel happy and appreciate the little things that make our lives better. It also reminds us to be kind and to help others who might need a friend or just a smile. You never know how far your smile can reach somebody else. I hope you all have a wonderful break. Make sure to rest, to have fun, and to spend time with your loved ones. And remember that you are also loved and cared for by everyone here at school. We can't wait to see you back in a week where we will continue to learn and grow together. Happy Thanksgiving. Now let's get ready for our next Unified Leadership video.
Welcome to the game of Knockout, otherwise known as Lightning, where your ability is to sink hoops and think fast help you win the game. Alright, let's learn how to play. So here's how you play. Everyone lines up behind the free-throw line. The first two players in line each get a basketball. The first player shoots, and the second player shoots after. If the second player makes the basket before the first player is out. Otherwise, you just pass and rotate. Players who miss their shot can get the rebound and keep shooting until they make it. But remember, the goal is to score for the person behind you. Now, let's talk about the air ball rule. This is when you shoot and it does not hit the rim or the net. If someone catches it, that means they're in and you are out. If you get out for any reason, just go underneath the net. Don't worry, you'll have a chance to catch an air ball and you'll be right back in. So those are the rules. Keep playing until there's one person left, and at the end, say, good job, nice try. So that's Knockout, a game of speed, skill, and a little bit of luck. Now go out there and have some fun, everybody. Yeah, great leadership video, nice little mini game, maybe something we could practice over at PE. Alright, well hello students and staff. As you all know, every Friday flag we have a chance to recognize the students in all grade levels who have earned that hero shout out from his or her teacher. These are students who are exemplifying what it means to be helpful, encouraging, respectful, and outstanding. A hero. So let's get started. Starting in kindergarten. Congratulations to Isabella and Ms. Amcra's class. Congratulations to Gael and Mateo from Mrs. Gordon's class. Now in first grade, congratulations in Mrs. Moore's class, Bodie, in Mrs. Cron's class, Carter, Mrs. Espinosa's class, Elsa, Mrs. Stringer's class, Graylin, and Mrs. Stroud's class, McKenna. Moving on to second grade, in Mrs. Tree's class, congratulations to Claire, in Mrs. Silva's class, Ryan, in Mrs. Manzella's class, Leo, Mrs. Gonzalez's class, Jaden, and Mrs. Garrity's class, Molly. Now moving on to third grade. In Mrs. Levin's class, Jacob, Mrs. DeLeon's class, Maddox, Mrs. Tope's class, Hallie, and in Mrs. Hartley's class, Jose. Now in fourth grade, big congratulations for Mrs. Caravilla Murray's class, Clark, Mr. Pacey's class, Avery, and Mrs. Trujillo's class, James. Finally in fifth grade, for Mrs. Miranda's class, Reese and Landon, in Mrs. Bethke's class, Hannah, Mrs. Greenstein's class, Drew, Mrs. Schroeder's class, Remington, Mrs. Murray's class, Diego, and Mrs. Hamrick's class, Dominic. Congratulations to all the students who've earned that weekly shout out from his or her teacher. Remember, those names are going to be entered in that monthly drawing for that golden ticket to win a prize not just for yourself, but for your whole class. Let's take it over to Mr. Shaw to close us out.
Yeah, thank you, admin team. Very good, Mr. Z. Remember, next Friday, well, in a couple weeks, December 6th, we'll have our live Friday flag. So that'll be exciting, and we won't have the video that week. But, I want to say that I was down watching the kindergarten parade the other day, the Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving is what they did. It was such a fun way to just share with one another. Parents were helping out, and all smiles all around. So thank you, kindergarten team and kindergartners. We're very proud of you and so thankful you're on our campus. So for everyone, we're all very proud of your efforts. Have a great week being grateful and showing Thanksgiving to those in your life, those special people. We hope these Friday Flag videos encourage you to make good choices and support you as part of the dynamic community of learners here at Cole Canyon. Have a great Thanksgiving week, everyone. Take care. We'll see you back.